Hey, hey.
G'day, g'day.
I'm Collette.
And I'm Grant.
And together we're the Simple Joys.
Joys.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy V-Day, everyone.
It is Valentine's Day in Australia.
It is the 14th of February here already.
And we're here for Valentine's Day.
It is.
We're going to spread some love.
Spread the love.
Love, love, love.
Playing with the Queen of Hearts. No one ever burns. Hey, Brian, I was only just thinking of you this morning. I was thinking, I've got to pop over and see Brian. I haven't seen him in a little while.
Yeah. Has your package arrived? Maybe he's here to tell us that his package has arrived.
Woo!
It came this time. Well done.
Excellent.
Awesome. It made it across the wide blue ocean.
Because we have been sitting around thinking about Brian's package.
No, we haven't. How are you?
Hey, here he is.
Conklin.
Mr. Valentine himself, RC.
Conklin. I've been busy at work, have missed a few weeks of trivia.
Cool, as long as you're all good and healthy,
Yeah.
mate, that's all that matters. You two surely know each other. Conklin, meet Brian. Brian, meet Conklin. And the lovely Deep has joined us.
And Turbo Fish.
Hey, Turbo.
He just got home. Jojo plays the arcades, won her stuffed teddy bear.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's her birthday there, you know. Yes,
It's
happy
her
birthday.
Here, happy birthday from Australia. By the time it gets over to you, it'll be the real birthday.
Yep, Turbo Fish's Turbo baby's birthday.
2-year-old. That's such good ages. I love 2, 3, 4.
I remember when, I think it was Gus, when he was 2, we measured him, took his height, and you're supposed to double that.
Yeah.
No, and that's how high they're going to, how tall they're going to be.
But I don't know if it's when they turn 2 or I think we did it about halfway through when he was about 2.5-year-old.
Yeah, and it worked out that when we did it, it worked out that he was going to be 6'1", and he's about 6'3", 6'4". So we weren't that far off of.
So yeah, they reckon your height when you're 2-year-old, if you double it, that's going to be your height as an adult.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, DK.
That old song. Mum loves that song. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose.
And you can't roller skate in a buffalo herd.
Roger Miller.
Oh, awesome.
He's getting packages from everywhere.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Happy Valentine's Day, Deep in the Woods.
Happy Valentine's Day, Deep.
My beautiful flowers. And he did mention, we'll put this on record, okay? He did mention that he'll take me out for dinner tonight.
No, I said if you play your cards right. You got to play your cards right first.
Good morning, Nightbot. So it's now on record.
Just because we've still got a little bit of money left over from the yard sale.
I don't know whether we have to book a table. Might have to book a table.
It said, I already looked into it.
Oh, have you? Oh, yeah. So I am going out for dinner tonight.
It said, bookings preferred but not essential.
Okay. Hey, M-Doll.
Hey, M-Doll. We've got a few questions for you on this wacky Wednesday.
Yes.
It is Wednesday for us. No, Wednesday in the USA.
It's Thursday for us.
Thursday for us, 11 a.m. So it's just before lunch Thursday for us, but it's Wednesday in the USA.
Yes.
So the questions are, do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm.
What do you normally get your Valentine? And what's the best and worst Valentine's present you've ever had?
I don't think I've ever had a worse Valentine's present.
Oh, that's because I'm your Valentine.
Mm-hmm. And dinner, I remember you took us, remember we went to a Valentine's dinner when we were younger, and it was, we had pecan pie. That was Collier's?
Or up the top? Or
it was an old restaurant.
Up the top behind the Pig and Whistle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing says love like a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Yeah, spare no expense. Get the toy as well.
Is the McDonald's any different in Australia? Was at the Taco Bell and thought, I wonder what their fast food is like. We
did some videos ages back, Turbo. You'd have to go right back in the catalogue to find them.
Yeah.
But
in the catalogue.
The catalogue?
No.
What is it?
In the videos.
In the channels.
Playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Videos.
So if you go back through old videos, there will be a Australian McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
We also did, we didn't call it that though, we did a Kentucky Fried Chicken one where we had a picnic at Lake Apex.
And we weren't allowed to film inside Kentucky. No.
What else?
Kentucky Duck.
We do Hungry Jack's one?
No, we haven't done HJ.
Oh, here, Burger King is called Hungry Jack's.
Hey Oz, happy Valentine's Day.
G'day Oz, happy V-Day.
And Michelle's walked in. Hey Michelle.
Oh, I love it when someone calls us possums.
Hey possum.
Hey possums.
Our Conklin says, best Valentine present. This is still a family show, right?
You can talk in code. we like to try and keep it PG, so if you hint at what it was, we can pretty well guess, I reckon.
Flowers, chocolates to share, and a nice mushy card with lots of hugs.
Hey, Fish Tropic.
Hey, Fish Tropics. Hey, Mr.
Fulton. Lovely, lovely crowd already. Beautiful people coming to say Happy Valentine's Day.
Do you all have Outback Steakhouse in Oz?
Here they're just called steakhouses. No, I don't know. Do we have that chain or not? I doubt it.
I don't really know. I should Google because this is the second time it's come up. I know we used to have Outback.
Yeah, but just every restaurant in Australia serves good steaks.
We have Hog's Breath. I don't know whether they have Hog's Breath there.
I think they would because Hog's Breath really does a big, like, American type pop music theme or rock.
Do you guys have Hog's Breath there? And that they have big steaks and lovely
Hog's
dinner.
Breath is a little bit like a hard rock cafe.
Yeah. Conklin, Nightbot's got a question for you.
Yeah, look, Nightbot's talking to Conklin.
Never heard of it. No Hog's Breath here.
No Hog's Breath? You definitely have hard rock cafes though, hey?
Thank you, DK. Pretty. Hog's Breath Inn in Montreal. Is that Montreal?
Monterey, California was owned by Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. Thank you, beautiful people. Yes, hard rocks all over the place.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
So Hog's Breath might just be Australian.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that might be their equivalent to their...
Oh, we do have hard rock cafes too.
No, not their hard rock.
What?
I'm saying Hog's Breath might be different to their hard rock, but it might be like their Outback steaks.
I don't know. We have Sizzler. I don't know if you have Sizzler there, but Sizzler is steak seafood salad.
Notebot's a big flirt. Already proposed to me once and then caught her flirting with someone else. Sizzler's like a big open smorgasbord.
Well, yeah, they...
Hey, V-Star, Katie Bell, welcome. Katie Bell says Sizzler sucks.
Sizzler sucks. I used to work at Sizzler when I was a teenager.
Yeah, well, Sizzler's slowly closing down here. I don't think they haven't done
I still like Sizzler.
Yeah.
Sizzler does good food.
We take the boys because the boys don't get to go to a restaurant instead of McDonald's, but we take the boys to Sizzler's for their birthday.
Yeah.
Because their birthdays are close together. So we take
They
them.
love the dessert
bar. Yeah.
Because you serve yourself and it's all you can eat. So, yeah, they go crazy on the dessert bar.
Yeah.
And I love the salad bar at Sizzler, all you can eat.
I like everything.
Yeah.
And
that was a good time when I worked there too. I love working at Sizzler. Had some good friends there and had heaps of fun. I was only young.
Conklin, never get involved with a robot. Okay, what's the next question?
Not but just mention too, next week's trivia theme is Titanic.
My heart
if anyone wants to watch Titanic through the week, we've got to watch it.
I know.
Oh, we can watch it tonight. That can be your Valentine's movie.
I actually thought about The Notebook for a Valentine's movie.
Oh, okay.
A chick like, oh, okay.
It's really slow. You know, I can hardly remember it. All I remember...
I can't remember it.
I remember desert and a soldier in bandages, and I remember it being super slow. That's all I remember about The Notebook.
Okay, DK has a question. Now that we are asking questions, are there animals that are endangered, protected, and can't hunt or kill? I don't think you can kill bats in Illinois.
Oh, there's heaps of animals you can't hunt or kill here.
Yeah, you're not allowed to kill snakes. You're not allowed to kill snakes.
Not to kill snakes. Snake, even like the highly venomous brown snake, which is really common.
Yeah.
That's protected. Magpies, crows are protected, and they're really common birds. We've got a lot of protected laws on our animals. Australia's pretty good for looking after its animals, really. And even then, a lot of them are still extinct or not extinct, endangered.
Yeah.
Well, the Tasmanian tiger is extinct, the thylacine. The bilby is on the endangered list.
Yeah.
Koalas are on the decline. Heaps of animals are in trouble.
Yeah, no snakes. Not allowed to kill snakes. There's huge
No, you
fines.
can't kill snakes.
Huge fines.
People do.
Yeah, but if they're caught, they're in trouble.
Yeah. But it's mainly people who are scared or don't know too much about snakes that try and kill them, because no, snakes, not really. They're not that endangered. There's plenty of snakes around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can hunt deer if you've got a license to hunt deer. You can hunt deer, you can hunt boars, you can hunt kangaroos, rabbits.
Pretty well any introduced species like feral pigs or boars, deers, because they were introduced, rabbits were introduced, anything that's gone feral or feral cats.
Yes.
Water buffalo, anything that is detrimental to the environment. So anything that's an environmental threat, you're allowed to hunt.
AU does have deer. Grant caught some on film. We have deer.
Yeah, we have deer.
Yeah, they're red deers.
A lot of the deer were gifts from the royals back like over 100 years ago, and they were set free and they wanted to hunt them here and that sort of stuff.
Have you seen the size of a feral cat deep in the woods? They're huge.
Feral cats are such a big problem.
And like, if they bite you or scratch you, you could lose a hand. Feral cats are bad. Yeah. And like, they kill a lot of the wildlife here, like all the possums or birds or anything like that.
Feral cats are the reason most of the small mammals are endangered.
What does wild boar taste like? I don't know. They're a bit stinky, wild boars.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat one.
Stringy, you'd want to be pretty hungry to eat a wild boar. But apparently they're good fun to hunt.
Yeah.
A lot of people get right into it with their hunting dogs or pigging dogs.
Yeah.
And their dogs wear like leather armor. And they take the dogs out and let the dogs chase them down, and then they shoot the pigs.
Okay. Do we have feral horses? Out back there's brumbies, yeah?
Every single feral cat should be killed without question. I love cats, but domestic cats.
Yeah. Feral horses.
Feral horses, yeah, we still have brumbies.
Yeah.
Nothing like back in the day.
No. I'm just going down the list. So feral cats, oh no, Michelle.
Yeah, so what you call, what are they called? They call them broncos, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos, I think they call wild horses in the US. We call them brumbies.
Okay, is there an abundance of kangaroos? I can't imagine. Oh, yes, kangaroos are everywhere.
But like mainly in Central Australia or outback.
We get a lot of kangaroos around here.
Yeah, but I mean hundreds of thousands out in the open land. Yeah. But we still get lots of kangaroos and wallabies around suburbs. They're protected. Mainly, any native animal is protected, and everything else is sort of open.
So human populations are invasive species. Are they fair game?
They should be. Some of them. He said that.
I can't believe. Okay.
Yeah, we're the most invasive species.
In Texas, they shoot wild boars with machine guns from helicopters.
Yeah, feral cats are the worst.
Yes.
And they get big and they're wild and they breed something shocking.
The boys are really good.
But cats are such good hunters. They kill something like 15, 20 animals every night per cat.
Yeah. When we were living out at the property, because the cats were allowed to roam around there because we're on acreage.
Yeah, even our domestic cat we had bring down. Is that what you're
a rabbit, yeah. He caught a rabbit. And like rabbits are really fast.
So even our domestic cats can catch rabbits.
Yeah.
And then there was a dump, a refuse dump.
A tip.
I'm never sure what USA calls dumps. It's like a junkyard, but it's just for household.
Yeah, we'll just say junkyard.
No,
household junkyard.
It's for household rubbish.
Junkyard. Household junkyard.
Help me out, people. You just call a dump a dump.
Mr. Fulton's taking his girlfriend to Valentine's dinner.
Oh, lovely.
At the Olive Garden restaurant.
Cool.
Nice.
I don't know whether we've got olive gardens here. Maybe in the cities. We're just plain old country folk, you see.
I don't know. Yes, just a dump. Okay, so yours is going around with the dump. Yep, dump.
Yeah, well, the dump has lots of feral cats live there.
And like they have warrens under the ground.
Because they take over rabbit warrens.
They take over empty rabbit warrens. And so when you go there on dusk, you'll see their heads pop out from these holes in the ground.
Yeah, cats with... And a lot of feral cats, if they're closer to the cities or the suburbs, they live in the drains.
Yeah.
Where I used to work at an abattoirs where they used to kill the cattle and pigs and cut them all up, send them away to the butchers.
Mm-hmm.
And there was heaps of feral cats lived in the drains under there, and they would come up and eat all the meat scraps.
Yep.
So yeah, feral cats are nasty.
What? Who's that guy that you started watching?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
an
they
Aussie.
would too. Sorry, Dale.
What?
I'll get back to it. You're right.
Who's that guy that you started watching? He's an Australian.
Oh, yeah.
And he catches lots of animals by his bare hands. And he caught a feral cat on camera.
Yes, he says titch a lot. Titch.
I'd have to find out. But he's
very
really
thin,
good.
very thin, dark hair. I can picture him, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but the size of the feral cat, like it was huge. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
Michelle said their dumps have bears.
yeah.
Well, they would too, wouldn't they?
Yep, and that's like I've seen Deep in the Woods in one of her videos, because Deep in the Woods does scenic videos. Their bins are covered from the bears.
Yeah.
We don't have, like, we have covers on our bins, but that's from the ibis, because we've got birds that are bin divers here, not bears. Okay. And they hunt mice.
Well, even this guy that we were just talking about, RC, I've seen him carry bunches of red-bellied snakes and taipans and like the deadliest snakes in the world. He'll carry 6 to 10 at a time. That doesn't worry him. I've seen him catch a wild water buffalo, really scary animals, and he does that no problem at all. But what he's really scared of is feral cats.
Yes. Yep.
He gets really nervous if he's holding a feral cat because he knows someone who lost their whole hand from it, because they carry such diseases and infection.
Pretty hard to hug on a feral cat. They're not partial to being held. No.
And domestic cats go feral.
Katie's dump has chickens.
Chicken dump.
Did you call the feral cat's home a warren?
Yes, that's him. Katie's got it.
Yes, Katie. Thank you.
Andrew Euclides.
Yes, thank you, Katie. So go check him out. He does some awesome work with the animals.
He's hyper.
Yeah.
It looks like he could be related to Steve Irwin.
Yeah. But we watch him.
Yeah, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He doesn't mince his words. He doesn't seem to care what he says.
But we also watch another Australian, Isaac Butterfield. He's
with a big beard.
Yeah, he's good too, but he's a little bit rough. But he's He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Did you call feral cats home a warren? They take over rabbit warrens. So they have all this.
So they don't dig warrens, but they'll take over them.
Yeah. So they kill all the rabbits and then they take their home. We have feral cats here, but they aren't terrors like that.
They're a big problem here.
Hey, Kit.
They're everywhere. G'day, Kit.
Yeah.
I've never Googled it or looked at it. I imagine there'd be information on them.
On feral cats. Yeah. There. But I find it really disappointing that some pet owners that have cats don't keep them desexed or locked up. And so there's cats that get lost, and cats go on their own journey.
The only time a feral cat is cute is when it's a kitten, because all kittens are just adorable. Doesn't matter if they're domestic or feral.
Yeah.
But they turn into just massive killer machines.
That sounds like ours too, Conklin, occasionally. My dum has an old retired gentleman that lets me rummage for cool things to use in art projects. He's pretty tame.
There's one of the dumps we go to, because we call into a few dumps.
Yeah.
And there's one especially that we go to. He is so cool, isn't he? Old Matey.
Oh, Old Matey, yeah.
I forget his name all the time, so we just call him Old Matey.
Mm-hmm. And we get some bargains there.
Yeah. The other day I got a push bike for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
2 tins of nuts and screws and bolts and stuff. And springs for the trampoline, the whole lot for $2.
I know, $2.
Crazy how cheap he gives stuff away, but he's such a nice guy.
Where Katie works, we've got about 5 cats that don't really have owners, I think. We feed one and they keep the rats and mice away.
Yeah, but there's a difference between stray cats and feral cats. Feral cats
are grown up in the wild.
Yeah, and stray cats
have been loved and had a family, so they're sort of domesticated and not feral. But they can go feral if they're out by themselves.
A stray cat to me still relies on people to feed it, or it eats rubbish.
Yeah.
Whereas feral cats hunt
to survive.
Yeah. So to me, a stray cat is a domestic cat that hasn't got a home.
Yeah.
But a feral cat is wild.
Mm-hmm. And like wild.
So if a stray cat has kittens and then they have kittens, they'll eventually turn into feral cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, don't get me wrong, I love cats. I wouldn't just like to see any cat killed.
Mm-mm.
But feral cats are a problem. Okay, that's enough about feral cats.
Especially when they take over, like they take wildlife away.
They kill native species.
Yeah. Okie dokie, where are we? Cats are killing machines, whether tame or not. Wake up.
Yeah, they're built for it.
Wake up once to a cat bringing me a present of a dead animal. Yeah.
Yeah, some people say that cats think you can't hunt, so they bring you presents.
Yeah. See, on the property, it was a little bit different, and like we didn't like our cats hunting either. But being in the township, the cats aren't allowed outside because they have to get used to being inside.
For their own safety as much as anything, because we don't want to see them out in the traffic.
Awesome, Mr. Fulton.
Cool. Hope you have fun.
Conklin's seen a few documentaries on feral children. It is a thing and possible.
Is that with Super Nanny?
Yeah.
We used to watch Super Nanny.
Super Nanny was awesome, bringing those kids into line. It's not the kids' fault.
It's the parents.
It's the parents'
got to bring the
fault.
parents into line and teach them how to
You don't get bad kids. You get bad parents.
Bad kids aren't born, they're made.
That's right. Hey, Wild Man Chris, welcome.
Hey, Wild Man Chris, good to see you, mate.
Because, yeah. No worries. Any confetti needs clean her kitty box.
A little bit. We normally give that job to Gus.
That's Gus's job.
Because he's the one who brings home cats.
Yeah. And he feeds them. I do their water.
Gus is our cat man.
Mm-hmm.
Catmandu.
But Gus loves his cat.
Okay, if anyone's come in, the theme today is Valentine's Day. So we want to know, do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm.
What do you normally get your partner? And what's the best or worst Valentine's you've ever had?
Is he sleeping? Yes, he did an all-nighter, Katie.
I got up, I was early this morning for a change. I got up nice and early. And when I got up, he was still playing his games.
Mm-hmm. So he was up all night.
I actually got up and made him a bacon and egg burger and a coffee.
I know, and you came in and woke me up at 6 o'clock. He stood in the doorway and he said, because I'm a light sleeper, he said, "Are you awake?" I am
said
now.
It like this, "Are you awake?" I did an ASMR. I whispered so soft. You make it out like I yelled it at you.
It was like he yelled at me. I was sleeping and he comes in and says, "Are you awake?" And I went, "I am now." And
but you didn't want a coffee or
he said,
muffin?
Do you want a muffin? I went, "No." "Do you want a coffee?" "No." So I rolled over and went back to sleep for an extra hour.
Well, I had all this bacon in the fridge that I had to cook because it had been in there a few days and it was starting to get on the way where it would have been no good by tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll cook all that. And I cooked bacon and eggs and made muffins and I did it.
It was a lovely gesture, but I enjoyed my mornings until 7.
All the boys liked it.
Yeah.
The boys had a bacon and egg muffin and Gus had a coffee. And then I had a coffee and I stayed up for about an hour and then I went back to bed.
Hey, Iris Stevo, he says, yeah, we celebrate normally a card, sometimes diamonds, a spooky movie for the evening, and some flowers.
Oh, a spooky movie. So they got to cuddle up to you when they're scared.
Ooh.
I like your thinking, Stevo. See, that's better than a chick flick. Get them scared.
Okay, let me go back up here. Our conference says one little girl was raised by a family dog pack and parents were just bad alcoholics. And she went out and stayed with the dogs at 3 years old.
Oh, how sad is that?
It was in some rural location in Ukraine, but there has been a few in the US too.
I have heard that story.
Did you do a heart shape in the coffee cream? No.
I'm not a barista.
But yeah, so he did. It was a lovely gesture.
I do a little bit of froth though.
He does.
All I do is I get the milk and shake it up really hard in the bottle and it goes frothy on top and I tip that on top of the coffee and stir it and it makes a nice little froth. But I don't know how to, I suppose if I sprinkled something on it, maybe I could make shapes.
Some cinnamon?
Yeah, some cinnamon.
Some cinnamon?
Cinnamon?
Yeah, well, I haven't got him a card or anything. So we don't really,
see, frothing at the mouth. Yeah, I always serve my coffee with a side of rabies.
We don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. We don't go in depth with it. So we normally get a little card and some flowers, a chocolate. That's about it.
Candy, I can't remember what I got Gus for 3 Valentine's Day. Otherwise, candy from friends.
Yeah. Men spend like $300 on women. Women spend about $60 on men.
For Valentine's Day?
And my husband said, that's crazy. Who spends $300?
No way. Only really rich people, I would imagine. Like if you've got the money, why not? Like if you're rich and you've got plenty of money, surely you would spend whatever you can afford. But I've never been able to afford that sort of money on Valentine's Day.
My best memory of Valentine's Day is when my mum would give us her little Valentines as a kid. Yeah. My dad used to write in little cards for me. It was so cute. Yeah. I remember when I was 13, I had my first Valentine. And he gave me a card. It wasn't you.
No, I didn't know you then.
It wasn't you. Yeah, and he wrote me in a card. And I used to love collecting pigs. And it was a pig card with Happy Valentine's Day for my 13th.
Yeah, you still collecting pigs when we met.
Yes, I was. Yeah. In my Hope chest, I used to have a big collection of stuff like pig tea towels, coffee sets, little serving things. Yeah.
It was easy to buy presents for a long time, just anything related to pigs.
And then I grew up, I think. I don't collect pigs anymore.
You still go through stages. For a while there, you collected chicken stuff and then cow stuff.
Yeah. That was more to do with the country kitchen sort of thing. Okay, where are we? Sorry, I'm getting lost. Okay, the other side, my wife normally gets me some chocolates and a lot of beef jerky along with popcorn and pickles for the movies.
That's cool.
Nice. That's a nice gift.
I like that idea.
But Conklin says, did you shake the creamer? Don't know why, but it always tastes better if shaken.
They have creamer for coffees.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is, but I've heard it heaps of times.
Coffee cream.
We just have milk. I think they get little packages of creamers to put in each coffee.
That'd be like, long life creamers, is it? Are they long life?
Probably.
So they can be stored in the cupboard?
I reckon they probably are.
Okay, where are we?
Then you married Grant. Yeah, I was the prize collection of the pig collection.
He was my grunt.
After she got me, there was no use collecting pigs anymore. She had the #1 pig.
Do you use canned milk for cereal?
No.
I can go get a bottle of milk.
Yeah, you get a bottle of milk if you want.
Because we do have
Nightbot's still trying on Conklin.
I mostly use milk, but we also have half and half milk and half heavy cream.
Oh, it's ridiculous how many different types of milk you can buy at the shop now. They've got shelves and shelves of different milks.
A funny story, DK. Speaking of kids, she said, do kids share Valentine's Day in Australia? Okay, this morning I gave Faron and Fisher some money for their lunch. And Faron comes in and says, can I have an extra $1 because there's a Valentine's store on.
And as soon as he got those words out, we both went.
We both went, ooh. And the hand went up and went, no. But they're having a guess how many jelly beans in a jar, and he wants to go in the drawer for that.
But we thought he was wanting to buy an extra present for his Valentine's. He's like, no.
No. Because we always say, because he has some friends as girls, and when he talks about them, we go, ooh. But it was just hilarious. The way the hand went up straight away.
No.
No.
Before you even go there, Mum and Dad, it's for lollies, candy.
No, girlfriend, just for jelly beans.
They might not know what jelly beans are.
Hey, Eric, welcome.
Hey, Eric Garcia.
Look, even just tell him, because his face was priceless. Like, making my eyes water.
How you doing, Eric?
So yes, they do. They have little pop-up shops at the school with little roses and cards that kids can go and buy for $1 or $2 and give them out. Now,
I'm assuming. Oh, they do have jelly beans. Cool. I hate it when I have to try and explain what a normal lolly is.
They don't call them lollies. They call them candy.
Like a giant
baked
bean, but it's candy.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. Fulton. Yeah, Nightbot's not getting anywhere.
Awesome. That'd be sweet, Mr. Fulton.
Yes, Mr. Fulton's mum contacted me this morning and with details. So that's awesome. It will take 8. Look, I'm making my.
It could take 2 weeks for your prize package to get there, Mr. Fulton.
Mm-hmm.
And same the other way. If you send us a card, it'll take maybe 2 weeks to get here.
Hey, Hazel. Katie's been to
Hazel.
a jelly bean factory.
I hope I haven't missed everyone.
We've been to a macadamia factory, which is Queensland nuts.
If you guys have macadamia nuts there, they're actually called Queensland macadamia nuts. That's our state.
Mm-hmm.
So we have heaps of macadamia trees in Queensland.
And macadamias, they've got a hard husk, and the inside is a little brown hard shell. It takes forever to try and break into them.
As kids, we used to sit around with hammers on the concrete, busting open macadamias.
Ping, ping straight off into the distance and go as you hit
because
with
they're real smooth and round, about as big as a big marble.
Yeah, and then inside is the meat of the nut, which is yummy. But they're expensive to buy.
You can get them real nice, honey roasted and all different sorts.
No, macadamians must be affordable there then. No, they're dear. They're dear.
But a lot of people have them in their backyards.
Like avocados?
Not so much now because there's so much suburbia and
yeah, when we're growing up.
But when we were growing up, a lot of people had them around their backyards.
Yeah,
and people had bigger yards.
We used to go raid. We used to go into a school yard that had macadamia nuts and raid all around the bottom of the tree.
All the ones that have fallen off. And
yeah,
you'd pick up like 50 easy.
Big plastic bags full of them, and then they'd go home and hit them with a hammer.
Yep.
Avocados take 7 years to grow.
See, we use the word deer a lot, D-E-A-R, and that means expensive.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't even realise.
Yeah, they don't use the word deer much at all.
Okay.
Unless it's an animal.
Okay.
I always forget too. There's a lot of things I convert over when I'm talking now.
Lollipops equals candies on a stick.
Yeah, lollipop.
Yeah, we call our lollies just lollies. Our candies.
We call lollies lollies.
No, we call our candies lollies.
Yeah.
And our lollipops lollipops.
Ooh la la lollipop, lollipop. Ba-dum, bum, bum.
Best lemons ever. I made lemon butter once. We had a little lemon tree in one of the houses that we used to live in.
Yeah.
And I raided the tree and got all the lemons off and made lemon butter.
Yep, I remember that was yummy.
My first time ever.
A lot of the older generation, our grandmas and that used to do a lot of lemon butters and chutneys and all the different sorts of jams, or what USA calls jellies. And it used to be a lot of really nice ones, but not many people do it now.
No, we like we haven't had it in a while. We used to like a sweet chili
mango
chutney mango on little crackers with cheese. Oh, yum, to die for. I'm not a big fan of lemons, but I love lemon squares.
Yeah, because then they're sweet. Hey, they sweeten them up a bit and put icing on them, if it's what I'm thinking, lemon squares.
How about a trivia based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and a candy? Did you ever do that? No, we haven't done that yet.
Well, I would do that though. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory would be a good trivia.
Write that down. As
Nightbot's not going to give up conquering. You may as well just give in and organise a date, mate.
Okay, I'll write that down to put that into a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I've been meaning to get some lemons just to put in the water because I drink so much more water now. We're still doing pretty good. Our New Year's resolution was to lose some weight and get healthier. And I haven't been keeping track of it really, but I feel like we're losing weight.
Yeah, I still feel like I've lost a little bit. Like my pants are starting to fit me a lot better.
My pants keep falling down every time I walk in the bedroom.
That's got nothing to do with your weight. Yes, there's 2 movies. There's the old one, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder, and then there's the new one with Johnny Depp. I used to I read the book for school when I was younger.
I like Johnny Depp, but I didn't think much of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with him in it. I just absolutely love the original. It'd be like someone redoing The Wizard of Oz or...
But they are starting to redo a lot of the movies too. Like, how about Aladdin? They're doing the new Aladdin.
I haven't seen that trailer yet. It's been copping a lot of flack.
Well, they've got Will Smith as the Aladdin.
As Genie.
As Genie, yes. Nope, I'm a dedicated single person. Nightbot, just give up. Yes, Annie Confetti likes the original too. Annie's excited to see The Lion King.
Yeah, like Hazel said, conks, never say never.
Yeah, so it's going to be strange just because, like, Robin Williams was in the original Aladdin. How did Felix say Aladdin?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Aladdin. Was that PewDiePie?
Yeah, Felix. Yeah.
Are you on first name basis with PewDiePie?
Yep. Yep.
I was chatting with my mate Felix the other day, and he said Aladdin, and I said what? And he said, you know, the movie.
Aladdin. Deep in the Woods is married to Jason Momoa. And see, yeah, they're doing the new Mary Poppins too.
That was just at the little cinema.
Yeah, we missed out on it.
I had to take Gus to work or something.
Well, see, movie nights are Saturday nights out there, so a lot of the time you're out.
Yeah.
There's that Jason Momoa thing again. You do know he's a computer animation. He was just in Australia recently.
Not
too.
real. Yeah, he was on the Gold Coast.
Yeah. What for? Promoting.
Well, with Movie World, they must have done some of the filming here.
Okay.
So then he just stayed and did a bit of promoting for the film.
Because I remember seeing him on The Project, which is a TV show here, and he had his hair in pigtails or something like that. Yeah.
Little pigtails like a schoolgirl.
Yeah, I don't know what that was for, though.
I don't know, just hamming it up.
Promoting Aquaman, probably, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a big Aquaman set up at Movie World. Movie World is a theme park here on the Gold Coast, and it's Warner Brothers. Any of the Warner Brothers movies get first rights to it.
We have never been to Movie World before, so we would like to go.
We've been to Dream World, which is a big theme park down there a few times, and last year we had a annual pass for Australia Zoo. That's the Steve Irwin Zoo. And then next time, when we can afford it, I want to get a annual pass for Movie World. Yeah.
Because there's the 4 down there, isn't there? There's the 4 theme parks down there. There's the Dream World, Sea World, Movie World, Wet and Wild. Is that all? Is it?
Did you say Sea World? I was trying to read. I didn't really hear.
I think I said Sea World.
Dream World, Sea World, Movie World, Wet and Wild, and there's a couple of smaller ones like Aussie Farm. Outback.
Yeah. But the only one we've been to is Dream World.
Yeah, there's along that stretch on the way to the Gold Coast, there's a heap of really big
it's
theme parks.
Big tourist attraction down that way.
Yeah. Dream World is really good, and it's got everything from like big rides to shows with the tigers.
They probably saw a little bit of publicity about Dream World. Was it last year or the year before?
No, 2 years now.
Because there was a death at the theme park.
There's a couple of deaths. One of the rides went awry.
Yeah, and we'd been on that ride. We'd been on that ride before.
It was like big round tubular
flotation ring.
It was like a log ride, but it wasn't a log. And they used to travel on a conveyor belt with water around it, and one of them flipped over and trapped everyone. It was really sad.
So if you get a chance and you want to look it up, look up, I think it was Dream World accident. But yeah,
if you like morbid stuff, it was really gruesome because underneath where they got flipped was a conveyor belt. So I don't have to say much more.
Yeah, so they're trying to build up business again because it closed down for a while. It closed down for nearly 6 months, didn't it?
Yeah.
And they've done away with that ride now. They closed that down, and it's been
did a memorial
in that section. They have a rally. Yeah, I think it was called Rapids or something.
Something to do with Rapids, yeah.
Because they said that they have one
Wild
like that.
Rapids or
called Raging Rapids.
It's a big. The thing everyone sat on was a big circular thing, and
yeah. Okay, where are we? Aquaman, and he's like the lamest superhero ever. Goldfish attack. Conklin's still upset about Jason Momoa being.
I reckon RC looks a bit like Jason Momoa. And do you know how hard that was to say with a straight face? No.
Oh my goodness. I I'm not touching it.
Well, they both got long dark hair. And that's about it.
Sorry, DK says, sorry, unrelated conversation, but I had another idea. Did we do trivia on UFOs or sci-fi? No, I don't think we did UFOs.
I don't think so. We did space.
We did space.
Where we touched on a bit of that, but not all. Yeah, so we did space, and that consisted of a few of those type of questions. But
yeah, and we've done paranormal, which would have touched on.
We've touched on it with paranormal.
A little bit of that also. But like next week's going to be Titanic.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what will be after that, and then we'll go back to alphabet trivia with the letter I, which is going to be very interesting.
RC has a 1-pack. It's taken years of hard work to achieve. I went straight from a 6-pack to a keg. Hey, I got a keg, not a 6-pack.
And you also got your sexy shorts on. The government finally admitted to Area 51.
They actually admitted to it. Like there was ever any doubt.
No,
after all this time and every
that many movies and like documents about it.
Trivia on tea.
Like calamine tea, peppermint tea, that sort of tea.
Tea has got a massive history, like way back when.
Nice booty shots.
Wow, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, tea back when like it was major trade around the world, big shipping companies all involved in tea.
And like the tea boxes?
Yeah. Tea chests.
Tea chests, yes. Dun, dun, dun.
One of the places
tea for two. What is it?
I don't know.
There used to be a little ditty. Tea for two.
Tea for me, tea for you, tea for one, tea for two.
Something like that.
I don't know. I just made that up.
That'll work.
I used to work at an olive farm, and it wasn't so much the olive fruit that they used. They used the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So they used to grow the olive trees, and we used to harvest a lot of the branches, strip them of all the leaves, and then the leaves used to go in and make up an elixir, but they also did olive tea leaves.
Tea for two, two for tea. And that's all I know, says Kit. Some tea caddies are very expensive.
Do, re, mi, so, fa, la, ti. Is that how that song goes?
Yes. Your mum drinks Earl Grey tea. I only drink tea if I'm sick or in hospital. For some reason.
In hospital here, they don't serve coffee, they serve tea.
Well, they do have coffee, but
I don't think so.
Yeah, they do.
I've never seen coffee at the hospital.
Yeah, they do, but I prefer tea for some reason when I'm in hospital.
I don't know. Probably a real yucky.
Yeah, I'm very fussy when it comes to coffee.
Super cheap powdered coffee that they do there, if anything. But I've only ever seen tea served at hospital.
Yeah. Ginger lemon tea is one of Annie's favourites.
I used to drink a bit of Earl Grey tea.
And hot green teas. Bean water versus leaf tea. The kids like tea. We do have tea at home, and the kids drink cup of tea rather than the coffee, which is good. But yeah, we're more of a coffee drinker at home.
Matcha tea. Never heard of it.
There's so many different arrays of tea. There's calamine, green.
Calamine lotion. You said calamine.
What is it?
Chamomile.
Chamomile.
No, cam.
No. Cam.
O. Mile.
Mile.
Chamomile.
They probably do chamomile. Yes, there's so many different teas.
Like calamine lotion tea.
Arizona green tea, sweet tea, Spice Traders trivia, old sailing trips, ration pickles to sailors for vitamin C content.
Yeah. Remember, I was going to say remember. Well, I don't remember personally, but I've seen it where when they didn't even know what caused scurvy,
Yeah.
and the captains and the sailors and that were like, fruit, that's not going to cure it.
Well, scurvy is your lack of
Vitamin
vitamin C. Remember the 5th of November. What's the 5th of November?
Oh, I remember. That's the day after the 4th of November.
And that's before the 6th
Yeah.
of November.
Yeah.
What's the 5th of November, Kit? Happy Valentine's Day to all our favourite people, says Nightbot.
Matcha tea. Never heard that.
Oh, it's Turbo Fish's birthday.
Ah, and today's baby Turbo's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Bonfire night in Newfoundland.
Turbo.
V for Vendetta.
Oh, something to do with Guy Fawkes.
Okay. Hey, wasn't there was it Bruce Willis did a movie called Vengeance or Vendetta? Ages ago. Oh no, not Bruce Willis, Mel Gibson.
Do you remember the 21st day in September?
Do you remember?
What we should do is get people to write in a comment section and put their birthdays down there.
Yeah.
So we know, and I can grab them there and put them in a special little book so we know.
A special little book.
No, someone said the 5th of November. November the 5th. Trivia on special dates. Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63.
What a very special night to me.
Oh,
What a lady, what a night.
It's not his birthday. Okay.
What a very special night. They used to play that in the nightclub when I first started going to the nightclub.
My end of formal school year, like when we had our breakup party for year 12, senior year, the song that they played was
Celebration?
No. Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't make much sense.
No, it doesn't.
I think this will be the day that I die.
It was a silly song.
Singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys was drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. They did that as your graduation song.
Yes, they did.
Well, we're not American, and rock and roll didn't die.
No, I know.
Doesn't make much sense.
But that's what they played. I don't know
Maybe
why.
that's because they thought everyone might know the words.
I don't know. Yeah, but that was our end of year senior song for some reason. Always been a Buddy Holly fan.
Buddy Holly.
Well, it's Grant's birthday next week, the 20th of February. You will be 46.
46-year-old. Time to shave me head.
How about an eve when Grant hums a tune? Have you heard him hum? He's not a good hummer. Hums a tune and we have to name that song.
Name that song. I'd love to do a karaoke night. I don't know how we would do it.
You have to be very careful with your karaoke because you can get copyright strikes.
I would love to sort of try and work it out though.
You'd have to do it where you just sing without music.
A cappella.
Like you Dale, Dale.
Highly deadly black tarantula.
Humdinger.
Humdinger. He was a rip snorting humdinger.
Hop to it. Things that hop trivia that could be for Easter.
Frogs, toads,
Kangaroos.
bunnies.
You when you do the bunny hop. Just sing a little and we guess.
Yeah, we can do it now if you want.
Okay, you do one.
All right, I'll do one now.
Okay, we'll test it. We'll test it.
I don't know how obscure to go.
Just do something.
Isn't it funny? I can sing 100 songs and then you say sing one and you get stuck.
Mama, I just killed a man.
Put a gun against his head.
That's what Kit said.
Pulled the trigger, now he's dead. Goodbye, everybody. Time has just begun. Now I've gone and thrown it all away.
Mama,
Ooh, didn't mean to make you sad. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow,
carry on.
'Cause nothing really matters. Okay.
Okay.
Advance Australia Fair.
Our Conklin said the US national anthem.
Which anthem?
The US one, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's Spangled Banger.
Star Spangled Banger. Star Spangled Banger. Or is it God Bless God Save America? No.
I'm not sure. Australia is Australian, so let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for 12. Our home is girt by sea, our land about in nature's gift of beauty rich and rare. For history's sake, let every state advance Australia fair. Blah, 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 blah.
That's Australia's national anthem.
Cupping Lane's got a new stove coming next week.
A new stove?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the sausage song. The Star Spangled Banger.
Oh, have a good live stream, Mr. Fulton.
Have fun, mate.
Okay, what's another one?
Okay, I'll do another one. Shall I?
Yeah, make us.
Well, I hear that train a-coming. It's rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in. And time keeps rolling on. Well, I hear that whistle blowing. I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free.
Michelle is going, I think. She says, I've gone. Have a good day. Take care, Michelle, if you're going. Yes, Folsom Prison Blues. Johnny Cash.
Yes.
What about?
How about? Well, I would have liked to have known you, but I was just a kid. The candle burned out long before the legend ever did. Goodbye, Norma Jean. Though I never knew you at all, you had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. They crawled out of the woodwork.
Candle in the wind.
Candle in the wind.
Elton John. Another one.
How about, these ones are too easy. I'll go a bit more obscure. Much older and not a hit off the album. Somewhere in the back mountains, the hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon. And one day his woman ran off with another guy. hit young Rocky in the eye. Rocky didn't like that. He said, I'm going to get that boy. So he walked into town and booked himself a room in the local saloon. Rocky Raccoon, he fell back in his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Now Gideon checked that. Yes, I say it was the Beatles off the White Album, Rocky Raccoon.
I hear Coughlin says Redback Spider. That's an Aussie tune. There's a spider on our toilet.
Oh, I haven't heard that tune since I was a kid.
I couldn't even remember how it goes, Coughlin. Okay, do another obscure one.
Another obscure one, hey? Stranded at the drive-in.
Branded a fool.
What will they say?
Monday at school.
Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Baby, I sit and wonder why you left me. Oh, Sandy, baby, can't you see?
Did you know the Beatles' White Album originally had dismembered baby dolls on it?
No, I didn't. Never heard that one.
Annie Confetti played that song over and over and over.
Kit loves John Travolta. Okay, how about you made me cry when you said goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. Oh well, goodbye. Although I'll cry, ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame.
A whole new world. Turbo Baby is trying to hum A Whole New World from Aladdin. Yeah, censors made them recall it, so in protest, the Beatles released the album with nothing on the cover. If you find one with the baby dolls on it, it's worth a fortune.
Oh, I bet it would be, yeah.
Hey, Alyssa, welcome. She says, hello, my fellow Aussies.
So isn't anybody going to tell me who's saying Ain't That a Shame?
What's my favorite Disney song? It'd be Beauty and the Beast.
A whole new world. You know what my favorite one is? Under the Sea. Under the sea.
Sebastian the Crab.
Everything's better when it is wetter. Under the sea. And oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Everybody say do this.
Nobody saying do that.
Or Akuma Matata.
For the rest of your days, it's a problem-free philosophy. Akuma Matata.
I can hear them sing Ain't That a Shame, just don't remember the band.
Fats Domino?
I don't know.
Ain't that a shame?
Kit says their favorite song is actually Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Ah,
I'm not sure what that's from.
Poor Unfortunate Souls. Not Aristocats, is it?
The Little Mermaid, A Whole New World. Fats Domino. I just Googled it. Well done.
Fats Domino. Charlie Pride did some good songs too.
Are you doing anything special for Valentine's Day, Alyssa? Alyssa's Aussie also. We are a we didn't watch that, did we?
What?
The Hawaiian one.
Moana, yeah.
I didn't watch Moana.
I watched it.
I didn't.
It was all right.
It's from the Little Mermaid. Ursula sings
okay.
it. It's an Ursula song.
Happy Valentine's Day, Alyssa. Have you got a Valentine today? How about, oh geez, how's it go? The cold never bothered me anyway.
Let it go.
Let it go.
That was from Frozen.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
What were we watching the other day where they were saying about...
Oh, it's when we went down the rabbit hole in conspiracies.
Yeah, they're saying about Walt Disney being frozen.
I think it might have been when we were researching for the golden era of movies.
Maybe. No, I just wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day, but that's about the extent of it.
Cool. You can always treat yourself to a little Valentine's gift. Buy yourself a block of chocolate or something. Glass and a half in every block.
A full cream dairy milk.
Bottle of wine.
Some strawberries and some chocolate and some cream.
Sit down, have a bottle of wine, ring an old friend, catch up. Sounds good.
Her Valentine lives in North Carolina. Wait for the day after and grab some chocolates on sale. I know, everything seems to be so much more expensive around Valentine's Day, like your chocolates and your flowers. It's so commercialised.
Just like when it's school vacation, the gas prices go up.
Or your Christmas, like you look at all the Christmas prices that go sky high.
And then the week after Christmas, it's all quarter of the price.
Yeah. July here we have Christmas in July where a lot of things go on sale and you're supposed to buy in July to put away for Christmas.
Yeah.
My Valentine's all the way in Canada though will probably play a game together. We missed
RC's game again. I know. I kept an eye out for it, but then I ended up falling asleep.
And your mum come over too because we were with her in the afternoon.
I only sort of woke up because Mum turned up. So I was keeping an eye to see if he came online yesterday, RC, and then I got a bit snoozy and ended up having a nap.
A papa's nap. Hey, Cheryl. Happy Valentine's Day.
We are excellent. Having a
murder
good
mystery.
Day. A murder mystery.
Take your time, kid. A whodunit. We did a whodunit with Conklin last year, I think.
Whodunit? I might go and get the shirt.
Is it still hanging up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to?
Only if you run.
Only if I run. A whole new world.
Conklin thinks it's totally unfair to Australian kids that Santa needs a sleigh with kangaroos. 6 white boomers, snow white boomers. Yeah, we did a whodunit with Conklin last year where we did a collab with other creators on YouTube and we were the villains. we killed who did we kill? I even forget who we killed. But Conklin did the script and wrote it all out for us. And then we had to do little snippets of give hints. It was good fun. I know, but that's all right. We still had fun with it. Yes, we killed Simply Coastal. That's right. You got marks on it.
Yeah, it's dirty. I hung it up dirty.
So that was who the F done it. It was good fun. Yes. Thank you, Cheryl.
Take it. No, we ain't gonna take it.
You want to ask Cheryl a Valentine's question? What does she celebrate it?
Cheryl, do you still get a little Valentine's present?
Do you celebrate it? What's your best Valentine's Day present or your worst?
I got my best Valentine's present 30 years ago, Nelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun. Dun, dun, dun. I met you in September, and then we had our first Valentine's Day the following year.
What was it, Grant? What? What was what?
What was what? His best Valentine's present 30 years ago was me.
Nearly 29 and a half years ago.
Mm-hmm. It'd be 30 years in September. Cheeky. Yeah.
My best Valentine's present was when you kissed me.
No.
I'm not going to say where you kissed me.
We should pull that out. Can you remember?
Okay, I will tell them where you kissed me. In the kitchen.
He used to, because we dated when we were very young, and he used to ring up a radio station and do little love poems on air for me. We've got recordings of it. We should pull it out.
On cassette.
Yeah, we should pull
and
it out.
Sometimes I used to ring up and put on different voices and pretend I was someone else.
Yeah. But we've got recordings of it. And for my 16th, you did it also. A love poem for my 16th.
Ringo Starr did that song, eh? You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. It comes on like a dream, peaches and cream. You're my angel divine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're...
Been with her family and her friends, and we all have a wonderful dinner and make crafts.
Cool, that's a nice one. I really liked Irish Steve-O too. They always have a scary movie.
Yeah.
And he gets munchies and snacks for Valentine's.
Okay. Annie Confetti says, I remember my first Valentine's Day with Turbo. He came to my job at the time and gave me a lovely necklace. I still have it, and it means so much more to me now that our little one was born on the 2nd of the 14th. Yes, beautiful.
14th of the 2nd.
It says 2nd of the 14th. I know. Valentine's Day. I know what it was. Welcome back, kids.
You know there's only 12 months in a year, right?
Stop it.
Yeah, we do our dates back to front here, so...
Yeah, our dates are...
so whenever we put dates on a form or anything, it would look like this. 19. No, just put 19. That's how we would write it.
14th, not the 2nd, 14th. I think that's how they do it, isn't it?
Yeah, they do, because I knew that from 9/11.
But they still have that at the end. They don't have that at the beginning.
I assume so.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we're just talking amongst ourselves here.
It's right. You just carry on. We're working out
like
stuff.
that, which is 2nd of the 14th, 2019, and we do it the 14th of the 2nd, 2019.
Isn't it funny how them little RPs, the little singles vinyls from when you're a kid, you always remember them, and what was on the flip side?
Mm-hmm.
I had one that was Purple People Eater, and on the other side was Witch Doctor. I love that by Sheb Woolley. I played that thing to death. My friend the witch doctor, he told me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he told me what to do. And I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Well, you've been giving love to me just like you were a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy who's so much wiser. And he taught me the way to win your heart. Dun, 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 dun.
My friend, the witch doctor. We get an extra 2 months this year. February the 14th, 2019. Yeah. Yeah, well, we do it the opposite way.
Hey, look, everybody, it's the witch doctor. Bum, 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 bum.
My parents used to play My Boomerang Won't Come Back.
My boomerang won't come back.
How else does that? I've waved it round for Mr. Custer.
Hey, Mr. Custer, I don't want to go forward much. No. There's a redskin waiting out there, fixing to take my head. A coward I've been named, but I don't want to wind up dead no more. Please, Mr. Custer, I don't want to go.
Our Conklin didn't know that we wrote the dates differently.
Didn't he?
Mm-mm.
Yep. We always put the day first,
Mm-hmm.
and then the month, and then the year.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me to do it like that. Day, month, year.
Mm-hmm.
Start with the smallest, then the biggest, and then the year, bigger.
I wonder why.
I guess if I'd grown up with the other way, that'd make sense, but I don't know how.
But I wonder why we do it differently. Is there a reason why we do it differently? I don't know. Nobody knows that.
Yeah, so a big day to remember, like 9/11 in Australia, that would be called 11/9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it wasn't the 9th of the 11th, it was the 11th of the 9th.
Yes.
And Christmas, instead of it being the 25th of the 12th, over there it's 12/25. Weird, eh? Makes no sense to me, sorry. Yeah, it's just what you grow up with and what you're taught.
02/14/2019 would be how I write it. We do 14/02/2019. Like that.
Because it's the 14th day of the second month in 2019.
2019.
To me, that makes sense because that's how it is.
Mm-hmm. Something so little like the date is different.
I don't know, I might be wrong, but to me that seems like the order it should be because you start off day, month, year.
Well, that's what our Conklin said. It makes sense to have the day, month, and year.
If you've never done it like that, it would seem really weird though, because it always seems weird to me when I see someone from the USA write the date. It's like...
The laptop is in American time.
Yeah.
Oh,
American
not
dates.
American dates, not American time.
Yeah, Kit. It's just what you're used to.
Yeah. Just like your Fahrenheit and our Celsius.
It'd be like someone telling you to sign your name, last name first.
Do you guys use, see, they use pound a lot for measurements, whereas we use stone and kilos.
No, stone's imperial as well.
Okay, we use kilos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just imperial. Same as miles and...
kilometers.
With water, it's not litres, it's...
Oh, don't they use litres?
No.
So what do they have on their milk cartons?
Well, it's a quart.
So you have a quart. You don't have litres.
Quart is short for a quarter of what? Gallon. They still use gallons.
But you don't use litres on your milk bottles.
No, they got gallons.
Trying to find out how this one doesn't say it, but on our milk bottles we have 2 litres.
Yeah, well, for the little bottles,
quarts.
they would use ounces.
A 500 ml, it says.
Yeah, so because that's smaller,
ml.
that'd probably be something like 16 ounces.
Hey, Jason and G, welcome.
Hey, Jason, welcome. Thanks for that. Jason's left comments on our videos before.
Mm-hmm. Except Coke is in 2-litre bottles. Wow, that's interesting.
Ah.
Maybe because it's universal.
Because they probably export a lot of it.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of countries don't wear shoes in the house. All things I find odd personally, but it's different places, different lives. Yes, and it's fantastic to be able to share so many different things with different cultures from all around the world on YouTube.
We've learned lots over this last couple of years on YouTube from different cultures and different people and the way they look at things around the world.
DK said, I looked it up and on Google it says USA is the only country that puts month first, but no one knows why.
I don't know why
I don't know why either. There's got to be a reason.
I've never thought about looking to see if they're the only country, but yeah, wow, they're the only ones that do it.
Thanks, Conklin. But it was a trigger word, so it got automatically hidden.
Good to see you, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Can you bring that back down for me?
Bring what down, babe?
Jason's name.
NG.
NG. I knew there was something else. Jason NG.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Jason NG? Have you got a Valentine for today?
And it's both metric and standards on the side of our containers.
Yeah, we probably did that for the first 10 years that we swapped over to metric back in the 60s.
I don't know about that, babe.
Well, I wasn't born then, but I know.
Are you sure?
I'm positive I wasn't born then. I was born in 1973.
You're an old soul.
I am. So, yeah, everything converted over, like the money converted over to in 1966.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to cents and dollars instead of pounds and farthings and pennies and all that.
Now he says he's done with 9-year-olds. With Valentines if you have 9. No, I'm done with Valentines if you have 9-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason, we've been together for just over 29 years, nearly 30 years now, and we don't do much anymore, but sometimes we'll get a little bunch of flowers or a card or do something nice for each other.
Apparently I'm getting taken out for dinner tonight. That'll be fantastic. No kids, Gus can babysit, just you and me, baby.
Sounds good.
Nothing.
We might walk down, eh?
We could, but it's going to be very hot. We'll drive down.
You're not drinking?
Oh, okay. We'll walk down. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Archon says, how do we know that they're really 2-litre bottles? It could be a conspiracy theory. Has anybody watched Shane Dawson's little series that he's been doing?
I think the best one he's done so far
was
has been...
the Chuck E. Cheese one.
Chuck E. Cheese. Has anyone ever heard that conspiracy theory about Chuck E. Cheese? That they recycle the pizzas?
We don't want to get into trouble.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the Chuck E. Cheese rat.
And how many of you eat at Chuck E. Cheese on a regular? Do you have to have kids to go there?
No.
You don't have to have
As if
kids?
they would discriminate if someone had money.
They might.
We don't have Chuck E. Cheese here.
No, we don't.
We've never had Chuck E. Cheese. We have Pizza Hut, Eagle Boys. What's some more pizza joints?
That's about it.
No,
Domino's.
We've got Domino's.
Pizza Hut, Domino's, Eagle Boys.
They're probably the 3 biggest.
Yeah, and then you get your little places that do your pizza also. Deep in the West says no, but Chuck E. Cheese is a gross pizza anyway.
Anywhere with that many kids running all over the play equipment has got to scream germs and sicknesses, hasn't it?
When my kids were younger, like under 5, I never let them into the big McDonald toy playgrounds because
they got tubes. I mean, little tubes that go for ages, and a lot of the toddlers go in there and their dirty nappies come undone, and kids being sick. And
I wasn't a germaphobe.
I had to crawl in to get them sometimes.
Yes.
And go in there, and I was like, I never realised how much it stunk in there.
No, I didn't allow them to go into the playgrounds.
And it gets so hot here. Some of those little tubes.
I know, and it's like a hot box.
Yeah, some of those little tubes they crawl through. It's like putting your kids in a oven. See skid marks up the side of the tube.
Yeah, okay, no more.
And people have said, yeah, go and play in there. That's good fun.
Kids only been to Chuck E. Cheese once, and it was a horrible experience. Steve in the Woods has been there 25 years ago. R. Conklin says, been there 3 times in my life. Loud, noisy, and bad pizza. And he says, we took Turbo...
What a review. Loud, noisy, bad pizza.
Annie Confetti took Turbo Baby to Chuck E. Cheese for the first time, and we love the arcades. Well, they actually say that...
That was the other thing, yeah.
About gambling, because, like, they have the little arcade tickets.
Teaching the kids how to gamble at a young age.
Snotty noses everywhere.
Yeah. Leaking, well, we call them nappies. What do they call them? Diapers.
Diapers.
Leaky diapers in the playground area. Kids with snotty noses.
Jason says Pizza Hut and Domino's is all they've got there.
Most of the little pizza places that aren't big chains normally do a better pizza.
Yeah. I like a vegetarian pizza. I'm not vegetarian, but I love a good vegetarian pizza.
Yeah.
Yum.
I love vegetables,
mm-hmm.
and you just don't get as many vegetables on the meat one. I'll have both. I'll order a...
Well, you could do it as a burger, like you have your vegetarian and your meat on top and have it like a burger.
Remember we used to do half and half?
Yes, we did.
We'd order a pizza, half meat lovers, half vegetarian.
But yeah, I love a good vegetarian pizza.
Yeah.
And just
I almost forgot about that. We used to get the vegetarian slice and the meat lover slice and put them on top of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have like a pizza sandwich.
Now we're making Jason hungry. My favorite.
So hated, what is it, Hawaiian? I like a Hawaiian pizza. I hated it when I was a kid.
Oh, Faron doesn't like the pineapple on pizza.
I love it now. I didn't like it when I was young.
Yeah, because you used to come over when we were dating, and my parents used to order ham and pineapple religiously. And you'd go, oh, I don't like ham and pineapple. And it's like, pick the pineapple off.
Then it's just cheese and ham. And I can still taste the pineapple.
I like pineapple pizzas, not Hawaiian.
What's the difference?
See, our Hawaiian pizza is just ham and cheese and pineapple.
It's one in the same here. A
Yeah.
Hawaiian pizza is ham and pineapple.
Yeah.
Or maybe a pineapple pizza doesn't have ham. I don't know.
Pineapple.
Pineapple and baked beans?
No. That's not a pizza.
Then you can part Hawaiian music, he reckons.
That's not a pizza, surely.
It's a joke. Pineapple and baked beans. Then you can poot Hawaiian music.
I like Hawaiian pizza with pineapple.
Okay,
is there a difference?
What's the difference? Okay, come on.
Okay, what's the difference between a ham and pizza and a pineapple pizza?
What's the difference between Hawaiian pizza and a pineapple pizza? Because to us, that's the same thing.
Hey, Patricia, welcome.
Hey, Patricia.
Yeah, what's the difference between
to clarify, in Australia, if you order a Hawaiian pizza, it's got little chunks of ham, lots of pieces of pineapple, and cheese, and that's it.
I'm getting hungry just talking about it. DK likes
maybe the
sausage.
Hawaiian pizza there comes with a hibiscus flower on it.
Maybe. Look, hibiscus flower on the back wall. DK likes a sausage and mushroom pizza.
Mmm. My sister used to date a mushroom.
There is no pineapple pizza. They will name the pizza Hawaiian.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've cleared that one up. Oh, for those of you who wondered, my sister did date a mushroom because she said he was a fun guy to be with.
Makes sense. Ham and pineapple are primary foods in
A luau.
Luau.
Luau is like big cookout, Hawaiian cookout. You know how the Maoris have, what do they have? A hangi.
Hangi.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. The main difference is the ham, to be honest.
Okay.
Well, the ham is like Devon cut up,
so it
isn't
might
it?
be bacon instead of ham. Yeah, because we have like diced ham.
Yeah, it's like pineapple is so good in spaghetti.
In spaghetti, I've never had it. I reckon it could be all right. Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
A lot of places might be.
What?
Dinner's going to be more crowded than lunch, surely.
Mm-hmm.
Especially being a weekday. Because a lot of people will still be at work, but they'll go out for dinner. No, we're not going to a pizza place for dinner.
We're not going to a pizza place.
We're going to the local pub.
I don't know what we're going to have. What do we
do. I've already looked at the menu.
Oh, have you? What's the special? What is the special?
As a special prawn or shrimp in like a wine sauce entree.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the entree. No, you can wait till you get there.
No, we're telling. What do you
forget?
Okay, I can bring it up. Hang on, I'll bring it up. What are we going to have for dinner? I'll find out what is on the menu.
I remember the entree was like a prawn dish.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't remember the mains, and it comes with dessert as well.
Okay, let's see. What is
It's like a little 3-course meal. Here we go.
Okay. No, is that Valentine's Day?
Yeah. Oh.
No, that's not Valentine's Day special. Here we go.
That's it there.
Okay, entree.
Oh, there we go. Coconut and Cointreau prawns.
And then, or spicy chicken nibbles with green goddess dip. Mains is with chips and salad or
mustard pork cutlets.
Or seafood crepes, mango chicken with brandy glaze.
Oh, yeah.
Coconut poached salmon. Ew.
No.
And desserts is mango, what's that say? M-A-S-C-A-R-P-O.
It's tiny little writing. Mascarpone seduction.
Seduction. Ooh. Or hazelnut meringue with seasonal berries. Oh, I think I like that.
Okay, so coconut with Cointreau. Coconut and Cointreau, that's spirits. So it's coconut and Cointreau prawns.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what did you like out of those mains?
I don't know. I think I just want a steak. Can I just have a steak?
Well, that's a good sign. For Valentine's, you want a big chunk of meat.
Annie Confetti hasn't planned anything yet for Valentine's Day. Kit wants a really good burrito. Shrimp is prawn, yes.
Prawns are big shrimp. Like we get king prawns. Mm-hmm. That's probably one of the best ones to get, king prawns.
We don't have shrimps here.
They're maybe that long.
Oh.
So by the time you take the tail and the head off, you still get a nice big
And you
prawn.
have to de-poop them.
Yeah.
You have to take the poop out of them.
Yeah, but that doesn't reduce the length of them.
No, but
the tail and the head does.
They taste better instead of being crunchy.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the size of them.
And he says, what kind of seafood is popular down by you guys?
So what we call prawns is a big one. That's really popular. Prawn cocktails.
Yeah.
Fresh prawns. And then for seafood, a lot of stuff like reef fish. So sweet lip, coral.
You get your Moreton Bay bugs.
Oh, Moreton Bay bugs, they're beautiful.
I've never had a Moreton Bay bug.
They're a bit like a lobster, but they're smaller and chunkier.
And you get your crabs and
all sorts of fish. I mean, look at the coastline on Australia. We're surrounded by the ocean, so we get massive amounts of really good seafood here.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, squid. What do they call the rings?
Octopus.
No, they call it something different.
Calamari.
Calamari, yeah. Calamari, all different sorts of fish. Cod, Trout, tuna.
Mm.
I'm not huge on seafood. I don't eat a lot of seafood. So
The only seafood that we really have is like your fish with fish and chips or your prawn cocktails. If we're going to we do prawn cocktails for Christmas.
Yeah.
Sometimes for Easter.
Because remember, it's hot here for Christmas, so we have a lot of cold stuff like big prawns on ice. Make prawn cocktails. And even like just the simple takeaway down the road, you can order like 7, 8 different sorts of fish.
Yeah. Akankun says, my mother was quite upset when I cleaned my first fish and she found the guts were left in when she bit into it. It seems there is a preference to having them removed. Indeed. Who knew sweet lips was a fish, says Deep in the Woods.
Yeah, sweet lip fish. It's really nice.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Red coral fish or something?
I'm not really sure. See, great when we have
barramundi's a big one. Barramundi's really popular in Australia.
When we have takeout like fish and chips, Grant normally orders the fish because he knows more about it than I do, and I like a fish that doesn't have.
Yeah, she likes
bones.
a sweet fish. You can get like real meaty fish, or you can get real light sweet fish. Collette tends to go for the sweet fish, like whitings, perch.
Yeah. Flounder is big.
Whereas
here.
flathead, cod, all those sorts of ones are more meatier, heavier fish.
Yeah. I don't like to eat fish, but I love fishing, so I catch and release or give to people who like it.
That's normally what I do, Kit. I don't know how to prepare them and cook them really, so when I fish, I just ended up releasing them.
DK says, sorry, excuse me. Do they have to go out further to fish? Sorry, she took it away.
Oh, the commercial ones do, like the commercial trawlers, they go out a bit further.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people fish just off the banks and off the beaches here.
Yeah. You go where we, because my parents live on Bribie Island. When we go up and visit them, Grant tries to go fishing there, but it's all fished out, and you have to go.
Yeah, especially if you're fishing around the jetty and in the passage. That's where everybody fishes.
Yeah. From the Shire to catch fish. Well, we're about an hour and a half away from the ocean, so if you want
to catch different fish, like I could just go to the river here and catch catfish, jewfish.
Yeah.
What's that nonsense one?
You got tilapia.
Yeah, tilapia. And then, but you can also get.
They do fingerlings. They fill the dams.
They do stock the dams.
Yeah, they do restock the dams. That's like here to fish in the where we go fishing. I nearly said it. Where we go fishing, you have to have a license to go fishing.
At O'Shea's Crossing.
Yeah, at O'Shea's Crossing, you have to have a license to go fishing there.
Because it's all part of the SEQ, Southeast Queensland Water Board.
Yeah, so
all that water runs into the water supply that gives Brisbane water.
And that money that you pay for a license to fish, they use that to restock the area. So they throw little fish in there. Yeah.
And they stock it with like bass, so you can catch nice bass there, but they're much harder to catch.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to catch the more common ones like the catfish and the tilapia.
Yeah. You have caught, what's that? The nice eel that you brought home that day.
Oh, that's an eel-tail catfish.
Yeah.
Also known as like a jewfish.
Yeah.
But they're nice. They're like got a bit of a catfish head. They still got the whiskers. But instead of a fork tail, they got a long eel tail, and they're beautiful. I brought him home and put him in a big fish tank.
They're like puppy dogs, but in water.
Yeah, they're cute. And they love eating big worms.
Yeah.
They're bottom feeders.
Okay, Kit says she doesn't like eating fish and not cooked. Yeah, I've never had sushi.
I don't like sushi. I like cooked fish, but I don't like sushi.
Never tried it. Griffin likes sushi, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He eats sushi. A specific license is also required for trout fishing. Grosses.
Yeah, well, trout too, they got their specific routes to lay their eggs and everything, so they've got to be controlled, so you don't catch them when they're spawning and that sort of thing.
And you can only catch, there's certain sizes. If it's below a certain size, you have to throw it back.
And that's the same with crabs and everything.
Yeah, you're not allowed to just grab certain size crabs. They have to be bigger. Annie Confetti loves sushi. Our Conklin's never tried sushi, never will. Yeah, we're not.
There you go, Turbo Fish. Bit of sushi for Valentine's Day. Sorry if I didn't say hello to anyone. I'm not meaning to be rude. I love to welcome everyone in, so I'm really sorry if I have missed anyone.
Wrapped in seaweed.
Hey, it's not telling us how many people are in here.
I know. It's
Is it telling you guys how many people are in chat? It's not coming up at all on this side.
Yeah, I noticed YouTube's been having little glitches. It's like when I went to make the ad for the trivia ad, my whole YouTube music audio area was missing.
Yeah.
I couldn't download any of their music. But then after a while, I think it was that late that night, I went back and fixed it.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Deep. I had no idea. On this side, it doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Yeah. Do you have the sushi, the chain of shops that's called Sushi Train?
Yeah.
We have Sushi Train here, but I've never tried it because I don't like sushi.
Hey, ATJH Travels,
hey,
welcome.
How you going, ATJH?
He says he can't stay tonight, but you are all awesome.
Thanks, ATJH. Really appreciate your support on the live streams and the videos. Thank you very much for the comments and the good thumbs up and everything. Cheers, mate.
No worries. It's just a sit back, relax chat for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, just having a chat with friends. It's been really nice.
Hey, PMDB, welcome.
Hello, hello. Never heard of Sushi Train.
Yeah,
okay.
Our Conklin says mine's been acting strange as well. 8 people in playing fibbage, and it only shows 2 in the room.
Ah.
Yeah, there was a stage there where it was showing. One of somebody else watched. It was showing 138 people watching, and then he went in. There was only 2.
Yeah.
Like the numbers were all over the place.
Some sort of glitch going on. It didn't tell us yesterday for trivia either how many were in there.
No.
Not that it matters. Like, it's still the same whether it's 2 people or 20 or 30 or 40, whatever.
Have a good night, DK.
It's just nice to know.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, DK.
Do you want some Valvoline engine armor or some camping and fridges and more? Sorry.
An ad popped up.
An ad popped up.
Valvoline engine oil. That's a good oil. Good brand. That's the quality stuff. Reach me up. I'm about due for a service.
I have little emails that pop up. Have a good night, DK, and a good Valentine's Day tomorrow.
I hope some of DK's grandkids give her a little Valentine's
card. PMDB Entertainment needs to find a date for tomorrow.
Need to find a date. Well, Nightbot's looking for a Valentine. Nightbot's been trying to hit up Conklin for a date, so you might be able to score there.
Our Conklin says Nightbot counts as a viewer. If nobody shows up, I'll turn Nightbot on, so I'm not alone.
Hey, RC's so sexy he can turn Nightbot on.
They sell dates at the store. Be my Valentine, Nightbot, says PMDB.
RC went shopping for a date. He got a really good bargain. Came with its own bicycle pump.
Okie dokie.
Where would you find a date these days? It's got to be online, isn't it?
Tinder.
Mm. Swipe left for a Valentine. Swipe right.
Swipe right. Good night, Mr. Fulton. Thank you.
See you, Mr. Fulton.
The bowling alley.
The bowling alley.
We met at...
No, you might strike out there.
We met at the squash court.
We did. I was playing pinball.
Yeah.
So see, you can find your true love anywhere.
Yeah.
I only walked over to the squash courts because I knew they had a good pinball there, and that's all I was interested in doing, having a game of pinball that day. And lo and behold, Collette walked into the pinball with her friend, and they introduced themselves and started talking to me.
Yes.
And then once my game was over,
we went over to the park and sat on the play equipment.
There's a little kids park across the road, and they sat on the swings talking to me, checking out my tight black jeans.
And your ripped shirt and your punk style hair. And I had on a tartan skirt, a little tartan skirt, little kung fu shoes with socks, because that was the trend back then, and a black or white shirt. Black shirt. And so it was a punkish look. So we were just a match made in heaven.
Yeah. She gave me her phone number.
Yeah.
And we parted ways.
Oh, we talked for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
I think I spoke to you through the week.
Oh, she wouldn't stop ringing me. Wouldn't leave me alone.
And then I invited him to the movies. And so we went to the movies the following weekend for a date. Our first date was Batman.
Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman. Michael Keaton was Batman. Jack Nicholson was the Joker. And I think it had... Did it have Michelle Pfeiffer in it? Catwoman?
I can't recall.
I can't recall that bit. I might have missed that part.
Yeah.
I was too busy kissing someone.
Maybe. Kit says, for the love P, you should dress up all punk again.
Yeah, I used to wear ripped jeans and bandana tied around my leg and big boots.
PMDB to Entertainment says, oh, that film is 30 years old this year. Yes.
And that's 30 years we've been together
this year. Michelle was in Batman Returns.
The one after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl says, that's what happened to me, minding my own business, and my first wife tricked me into noticing her. Yeah, so we've been together 30 years in September. 30 years.
Yeah, so that first date was that Batman. And the next weekend was Father's Day?
No, the day after that was...
The day after? Jeez, you didn't muck around, did you?
No.
Hey, knew a good thing when you saw it? Wanted to hook onto me?
I said to him, my best friend... was asking, were we dating? What should I say?
I said, tell her yes.
Tell her yes.
And that was it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we will have to have a big celebration. Annie, we might have a party.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We might.
We might.
We might. So, yeah. And we've still got our little love letters because, he was still living at home with his mum and dad.
We were teenagers. I was only 16.
And I was 15. So we've got our little love letters that we used to write to each other. We should grab them out one day because they're in a special little box.
Yeah. And we have to wear what we were wearing that day we met.
I wouldn't even know.
Because I want to see you in kung fu shoes and socks.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
And a little tartan skirt.
Oh, thank you, Annie. She says you two have such a sweet story.
Yeah, we're both still living at home. You just about lived at my place for months.
Yes. Yeah. Trick question. See how she reeled you in like a dumbfounded fish? Never knew what hit ya.
I never had any idea.
He Didn't stand a chance, Conklin.
Yeah, I was thinking this will be all right for a little while. And Collette was thinking, he's going to make an all right grandfather.
I didn't plan that far ahead, I'm afraid. I was just going to see how this went. We'll see how this goes. And then 30 years later.
Yeah, we did grow up together.
Yeah, we did grow up together. I'm
still growing up.
Yeah, he didn't start growing up until he was about 35. 35. I know.
Collette started growing up once we had kids. Collette grew up a lot quicker.
I was always grown up.
I was a bit behind.
And our Conklin's playing hard to get with Nightbot.
So we started having kids in our early 20s.
21.
So now we're in our mid-40s and two of our kids are 23 and 19.
Yeah, Gus will be 24 this year.
Yep.
And Griffin will be 21 at the end of the year.
Oh, he's 20 now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Fisher will be 15 and Faron will be a teenager.
Our youngest one will be a teenager.
Yeah.
What's really weird is looking at our second youngest, like he's 14.
Fisher.
He's only a year younger than when we met.
No, he's my age now.
No, you weren't 14. You were 15.
He's 15 in 2 months.
Wow. That's hard to comprehend, isn't it?
I was Fisher's age when I met you.
Just a little baby.
And like you dropped out of school when you were in year 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually 14. I had to go back for 1 month because you've got to be 15 before you can leave school. So I went back for 1 month, and as soon as I hit 15, I was out of there.
Yeah. And I went on to do my senior, and I did my year 12 and finished.
Yeah, so Collette was still doing school when we started going out.
For another 2 years after we met.
Yep, and I was working.
Yep, you realised you were just babies when you met and thought you were all grown up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yes, and you know what? We say that to him, Annie Confetti, and he gives us the strangest look. She says that means Fisher could meet his love this year. You never know. Yeah.
Well, I asked him if he wanted to take the hula hoop to school to do the Valentine. We made up a Valentine challenge this morning. I reckon we should show him.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because we still had that hula hoop from yesterday. Colette's got it in the dining room. And I said, I just thought of a Valentine challenge. We've got to make this little hula hoop fit around both of us. And we did.
And you had to get out of it without using any hands.
I'm going to go grab it.
I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are.
I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are.
Oh, look, you said that, Larry.
Okay, so this is the hula hoop. It's not very big, and we are.
Okay, you need to.
Ready?
Okay. Just wait a minute. Come here. Okay. There you go. So we got the hula hoop around us. But you have to get out without using any hands. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Ah! The hula hoop busted. Bloody cheap hula hoop. Come on, we can do it. Oh.
Okay.
Ready? Go. You can't use hands to get out.
Oh my goodness. What a sad life. I know, I couldn't handle our love handles. Just grab that.
Our love is too strong. We broke the hula hoop.
But it was more funny when we did it this morning. And Fisher just went, "No, Mum."
No, Mum. And I said to Fisher, "You want to take the hula hoop to school, don't you, for the Valentine challenge?" And he went, "No."
All fun.
All righty.
Yep, I'm ready for some lunch.
Ready for some lunch?
Yep. You all have been fantastic spending a Valentine's Day with us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, us too, Dee. We're gonna wrap it up now.
It's been good spending time with you all.
You all.
And we got "we love you all," and it looks like the all is trying to walk away.
Oh, you can't see
you
it
can't
lit
see
up.
it lit up because of the lighting. So
We
thank
love
you so much
all.
for being with us.
Yeah, so we're going to head off. It's lunchtime. Well, it's actually after lunch. It's about 1 o'clock here now.
1 p.m.
So that was really nice, a relaxing little live stream. Thanks for joining us and chatting. We hope you had as much fun as we did.
Yeah, and remember, next week is Titanic.
Titanic.
Trivia.
So if you can get hold of the movie anywhere,
we're going to rewatch it.
We're going to watch it this week, and then we'll do up a trivia on it. So the theme for next week will be Titanic. We'll throw in some serious Titanic questions and some movie questions and some actor questions. We'll try and mix it up as much as we can for the Titanic theme.
Yeah.
Thanks again, everyone. Really enjoyed spending time with you.
much.
Love yous. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye. Love you.